Hi,
Hey,
it's time to get disconnected.
Nailed it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get disconnected. I'm one of your hosts, EvilSNAVE, alongside
Dayne182.
and this is a weekly podcast with new episodes every Monday where we talk about all things video games, movies, TV, and everything in between. So let's kick it off.
Yay!
Yay. Disconnected.
Alright, now we started off good. We're in a kind of a good mood, but I'm still pissed. I'm still pissed.
Yes.
Continuing on with our theme from last week of Australia keeps getting screwed.
Yes.
I think you know where I'm going with this.
I do.
Hotline Miami 2 not coming to Australia.
Yep. I made a video of this on my channel.
Yes, you did.
Dayne182, check it out. It's awesome, I guess. If you want. Why not?
But yeah,
For those of you who don't know, Hotline Miami 2, the PC game, it got refused classification in Australia, meaning that it can't be sold. It got refused an R rating here in our beloved country.
Give me stuff.
But it's stupid that we don't get it, but I don't agree with it, but it is part of the rules that they have set out, and they are following the rules. It's not like they're banning it.
But these are their own rules.
I know, and they're following it. It's stupid.
Good on them for being. They said they were going to be assholes, and they've committed.
It is. You can't really.
Good on you.
Yeah, you can't blame them for being
you bunch of dicks.
But it's not like they banned it because it was too violent or something like that, which goes against what the classifications say. It says in the classifications if something's got sexual violence in it, it will get automatically banned. It's stupid. I mean, we get sexual rape and stuff in movies.
I get that. But have you actually seen the scene in question?
I did watch it. There's nothing.
There's nothing.
It's nothing.
And it's a pixel game.
Yeah.
For a start.
It's stupid.
And then not only what we see is like literally nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's all in context in the form of a movie scene.
Yeah.
It
is stupid.
Three layers of just fuck off in this.
All right. So the scene is a sequence of the game titled Midnight Animal. The protagonist character bursts into what appears to be a movie set and explicitly kills 4 people who collapse on the floor with a pool of their blood. And it's accompanied by blood splatter. After stomping on the head of the 5th male character, he strikes a female character wearing red underwear. She is knocked to the floor and is viewed lying face down in a pool of blood. The male character is viewed with his pants halfway down, partly exposing his buttocks. He is viewed pinning the female down by the arms and laying on top of her, thrusting, implying raping her.
Well, you don't even see him thrust. You just see him pull his pants down.
No. And apparently it's either rear entry or anally, that's in brackets, while her legs are viewed kicking and she struggles beneath him. The visual depiction of implied sexual violence is emphasized, whatever, in being mid-screen with a red backdrop pulsating and a reminder of blah, 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 blah. Basically, the guy is essentially raping her.
Yeah, dry anal rape.
Yeah.
But all of that is still in pixels.
Yeah.
It's not super friggin' realistic
No.
like The Last of Us, and you see Joel going friggin' balls deep in a clicker or something.
I would watch that porno.
That would be pretty funny.
I'm going to make that porno.
Yeah, that's now going to be a legit porno. But yeah, these are little pixel characters from a top-down view. You're not even...
Yeah. Like classic Grand Theft Auto.
Yes, exactly like classic Grand Theft Auto. And now how visual do you think that game was?
Oh man, it was realistic for the times, man. I was like, what? Running over those Hare Krishnas.
But yeah, this is ridiculous. I don't see, like, give it the highest of the highest rating, and really enforce that kids aren't allowed to play this game. That's fine, but I'm a fucking grown ass adult that can make my own damn decisions in what I want to see and what I don't want to see, and this is just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. It's completely uncalled for, but it is in their lines. They're like in the lines of the guidelines. So okay, sure, whatever. But those guidelines need to be changed.
Yeah.
I mean, with movies, books, and stuff like that, there's rape. There's rape in it. You see it
Yep.
in a lot of movies. And
I didn't see
R-rated.
50 Shades of Grey getting rejected.
It got rated R in Australia, so it's coming out.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, even the book. That still depicts a whole lot of bullshit.
and I've never read it. Have you actually read
No,
that?
I haven't read it.
No.
But apparently it's...
Shit.
Yeah,
It was Twilight fan fiction before.
Was it
That's
really?
what it started off as, Twilight fan fiction.
That... Yeah, hearing the name, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Fucking stupid.
It should have been 50 Grades of Sparkles.
I want to watch that porno.
I think we've got a lot of filming to do, Dane.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous that I bet that they're all old people.
Yeah.
Like, none of them are under 40.
No.
And the last video game they played was probably Pong. And even then, that was a little bit on the risky
Yeah,
side.
you can't hit those balls that imply sexual violence, hitting testicles.
Hitting balls. But yeah, this is absolutely ridiculous.
It is.
Grown-ass adult. But yeah, I have not even played the first Hotline Miami, but
Nah.
you sure as shit know that I'm going to play the second one.
Just for... Yeah, I think there's scenes right here. So people are posting in comments of like the IGN article and stuff like that. Like, it's nothing. It really is nothing.
Yeah.
Like, if you're fucked up enough to, say, play this, do that scene, and then go rape someone, it's not the game's fault. It's your own fucked up mind.
Yeah, and no one's advocating dry anal rape.
No.
Let me just state that.
Yeah.
Disconnected does not support dry anal rape.
No, not at all. Raping is horrible. If someone gets raped, that's really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
But if you're going to blame a video game because you raped someone, then you're just fucked up. And if someone listens to you blaming a video game because you raped someone, and then like, oh, wait, he's got a good point, let him off, let's ban that video game, you're fucked up.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. The guidelines need to be changed.
They do.
It's a big step that we got the R18 in the first place, so that's good. And
it's like they kind of act on, well, be thankful you have
Yeah.
this thing at all.
yeah.
And if the Hotline Miami 2 is going to get banned over that, then what other games are going to get banned for stupid friggin' reasons?
Well, like South Park. The South Park
Yeah,
game,
exactly.
It didn't get banned, but it got some of the scenes censored.
Yeah.
And it was done in a funny way.
It
though.
was, because they're awesome, but
Yeah.
still.
It basically the scene in South Park was like the abortion scene where you have to get a probe
right.
out of Randy or something like that. And
they put up a picture of a crying
koala saying,
which is really funny.
It was really good. But I watched the scene and they weren't too bad. Like, there's one scene in it which they allowed. It's like you're walking, you're the size of an underpants gnome. You're going in your mum and dad's bedroom, and your mum and dad are having sex, and he's just pounding in the background, and then you actually fight the underpants gnomes on the bed, and tits and balls swing at you, and you have to quick time event to dodge
that's a
them.
landscape.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and like then it comes into quick time events with like giant testicles coming and swinging.
Oh,
at you.
really?
You have to try and dodge them.
Okay, yeah, they really do need to play that game.
I can't believe you haven't played it, man.
No, yeah. It
can
seems like not enough of the game.
It's about 12, 14 hours.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. You'll enjoy it because it's not RPG heavy. Like you're not the biggest RPG fan.
That's just the carrier.
Yeah, it's a very light RPG kind of thing. It's like an introduction RPG. Amazing story. You can customize your character with like different noses, and one of them is the Hasselhoff, and you come out looking like the Hasselhoff. It's really cool.
Yeah, I might get that on PC and have a bit of a mess around.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's not like that. This is the first game.
No.
Like Hotline Miami was a pretty brutal game, all but without the dry anal rape. So people knew what to expect.
Yeah.
It's just.
They're probably going to maybe blur out the scene or something like that. That's all they need to do to get it in the country. But
yeah, well, they on their YouTube channel, you can see the before, like, because you can play it without. There's an option to turn off graphic stuff like that.
All right.
And they showed you the two different versions, and there's basically no friggin' difference.
Yeah. I don't know.
So,
Australia, get your act together when it comes to this kind of stuff. I mean,
get your act together. Period.
what parents also have to get their act together. Like,
Yeah, you have to. It's whatever happened to not taking responsibility for something that you created.
Yeah, my mum wouldn't let me and my little brother watch Three Kings when that came out because it was R-rated in Australia.
Well, it did have Ice Cube in it.
Yeah. God, he's a bad actor, but he's so good as well at the same time.
Yeah.
It's boggling. It's like Christopher Walken. He's a horrible actor, but he's amazing.
You shut your damn mouth.
I do love the Walken. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever. See, my mum wouldn't let us watch something R-rated because it was R-rated and we weren't 18 at the time. Like, she leaned up. All right, it's 16 and stuff, sure. Like, if you're mature enough. There's some 16-year-olds, which I know shouldn't be playing anything. And there's some 16s who are fucking more mature than I am, and they can play whatever they want as far as I'm concerned. It's done on an individual basis, but the consensus is, if your kid's not 18, don't go out buying stupid game for them. I used to work at EV Games. Millions of kids hated me because I stopped them from, like, little 12-year-olds buying Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto. They were trying to buy Grand Theft Auto. Their parents come in and like, oh, yeah, it's so good. And I was like, you do know this is sexual violence. It's R18 for a reason. Your kids aren't allowed to play it. And because I know you're buying it for a minor, I'm not allowed to sell it for you.
The same thing as cigarettes. Yeah. It's like if a kid went in there with his mum and tried to buy cigarettes, you'd have to ask. And you're required to ask.
Yeah. A lot of the parents' excuses were, oh, well, their friends have got it. And I was like, well, I said to one of the parents, if their friends were jumping off cliffs, would you allow your kid to do that? They didn't like that. I got into a lot of trouble for that. But my boss at the time was like, look, you can't say that, but it was good. So, I don't know, parents, pull your fingers out. There's parental blocks on the system. You don't want your kid playing any of those games. Block R18, MA15 plus games.
Yep.
Done. Set a timer on the console so it turns itself off after a couple of hours so your kid stops playing.
Yep.
Done.
There's ways around this so you don't have to screw everybody out of their experience.
Just because you're a little fucking tight-ass, stupid parent who can't control the damn kids and then blames everything else because you're bad parenting.
Yeah, it's not a babysitter. Get your act together. All right, that's my rant for this week.
Yeah. Go watch my video.
Go watch the video.
Yeah, I showed the censored footage of Left 4 Dead on it in a comparison.
Right.
Yeah, it was totally uncalled. Like, I didn't actually mean to do that until halfway through. I realized I was playing the uncensored version of Left 4 Dead, and I was like, oh, yeah, like this. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional.
Everything falling into place nicely. Yes. All right, so let's move on to some better news.
Yes.
New Forza 6.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure, they didn't show a trailer, did they? Oh, yeah, there is a trailer. I haven't watched that yet, but the car on the front, oh my god.
It's blue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And despite that, I still like it.
Because blue's the greatest colour ever, and subconsciously you're like, man, it is the greatest colour. Fuck green.
No. But this car looks so fucking badass. And then more news to go along with it is that Forza is going to be a yearly entry, which I haven't actually read the article myself, so I'm not sure if it's just there's going to be a Forza game every year, or Forza itself is going to be out every year, because they're normally rotating between Horizon and, well, I say normally, they've done it the last 2 times, because there's only 2 Forza Horizons.
I assume it's going to be like that, like alternating between the different...
I hope it's like that, and and Forza, like, the base Forza isn't going to be like a Call of Duty thing. Because, I can handle a Horizon and...
Because they're 2 different styles of games, so it's
very
different. Like, one's arcadey, one's more simulation racer. And it balances it out if it does it every 2 years.
And both of them are really good games.
They are.
Like, I really hadn't played a Forza game up until 5.
And you got your Xbox?
Yeah, it was... I bought it day 1 title and fell in love with it. It's a fucking awesome game. Yeah. Especially when they had Bathurst in Forza 5. That was really awesome.
Represent?
Yeah. But yeah, so Forza 6 announced... And it was pretty weird how they're trying to get more of the actual car enthusiasts into it rather than people that just like racing games.
Yeah.
Because they showed it at, was it Detroit? Some motor show?
That's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm not the biggest Forza. I say Forza. That's how it's spelled. That's how I'm saying it.
Yeah, I swapped it between the 2 just to keep everybody happy.
Fuck that. I'm going the opposite. Come at me. I'm not a big Forza fan. I enjoy Horizon because I like more arcade style races than simulation. But I don't know, when you got your Xbox, I was over day 1 type of thing. Me and you were playing. It was fun.
Yeah,
it looked beautiful.
Really yeah, it's an amazing game. And and it was good too because it was at, I think it was at full 1080 and at 60 frames. So it was a good way to kick off the Xbox experience.
And then all of it just crashed.
Yeah, it went to shit from there. No, I'm joking. I love you. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited for this.
Will you get a day 1?
Yes, I think this will actually be a day 1 purchase for me. Even maybe a pre-order, depending on what kind of things they have.
Yeah. If it's just extra tracks, I don't know if would you warrant.
Well, see, because some things you can get, like, if you just pre-order, you'll get extra tracks, not necessarily like a collector's edition or something like that. So, yeah, I'll probably, even if it's like 2 days before it, I'll go in and make sure that I get those extra tracks or the car pack or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just, decide what's something extra. But I've actually, the last couple of games, I think like starting from The Last of Us Remastered, I've actually gone in super early the day of release, and because some games aren't, like, they'll have more pre-order copies than what they expect. I get the pre-order bonus anyway, so that's pretty...
At JB Hi-Fi, that happens.
No, don't tell him, you fool! You ruined it for everybody!
Steal him. Make sure he doesn't get his copies of shit.
But yeah, you have to make sure that you're getting a... Like, I go to the JB near me a lot, so I can kind of tell what games are going to get, like, pre-ordered to the shit and what ones I should be alright with.
Yeah.
And, just use your head about it.
Yeah. Well, JB's pretty good with that stuff. Like, they've got collector's editions with, like, the statues and stuff. Usually, like, a couple of months after, like, they've still got some. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. What else have we got? There's also a new Avengers Age of Ultron trailer, while we're still on the trailers.
Did you watch it?
I don't think so.
I did.
What is it like? Is it good?
It was good. They showed a couple of new things, like a bit more of the Hulk.
Oh, actually,
Iron
yes,
Man
I did see a little
scene.
bit of it, but I didn't watch it. It was watching something else that we're watching it. And yeah, that Hulk Buster suit, that looks completely badass.
Yeah, it looks awesome. The Hulkbuster armor is really, really cool. It's cool that, because usually in the comics, it's just Iron Man, like not Iron Man, like Tony Stark in the suit, like a normal Iron Man suit.
Yeah,
but in this, it's like the Iron Man suit goes into the Hulk armor suit.
The layers.
So it's like, it's like an onion.
That's pretty freaking sweet.
Yeah. They just showed a little bit extra of other scenes that you've already seen. The big thing in this, which is people are talking about, is there's one scene where a quick shot of it where you see a woman. It looks like a woman.
Isn't she blasting something out of her hand?
That's Scarlet Witch, but no, not her. Just some woman in a cave area. Now, people are suspecting this is either... it's probably going to be Death, like the Marvel's Satan
Grim
type of thing.
Reaper
Death,
kind of thing.
And she's in the comics. She dates Deadpool at one point.
Ooh,
and Thanos, though, that's why Thanos wants to rule the world, because he's in love with Death, because she's a girl in it, and he wants to impress her, so he's trying to destroy all life. So this could be Hell, it's Hel, Marvel's version of Hell, and so she rules that, and if that is Death, that like lines up with Infinity Wars, why like his motivation, Thanos' motivation for actually trying to get the gems and destroy the universe. So if that's her, that'd be pretty awesome.
That would be pretty awesome. Just hearing about it, that sounds badass.
And you might see more Asgardians in it as well. There's a scene where you see Thor, and he looks like he's in a temple of some sort, and it looks like there's Asgardian engravings on the wall, and you see kind of like an Amazon-y looking woman in the quick little shot.
Yep.
So there might be, pardon me, he might be in Asgard, and you might see some more of Asgard and crap like that. Or part of the other 9 realms in it.
Well, that's pretty friggin' awesome.
There was also some...
They're really going all out with the, like, fluffing out the universe and stuff.
There was also some spoilers, potential spoilers, if it turns out to be true, for Captain America Civil War, the Civil War movie.
Yep.
This is going to be spoilers. I'm going to talk about it, so if you don't...
my freaking ears!
Just skip ahead a couple of minutes if you don't want to hear about it. I haven't written it down, so this is all coming off the top of my head, so I can completely fuck it up. No, exactly know what I'm talking about. Essentially, Captain America, he's going to die in Civil War.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if... I don't remember who kills him in it, who apparently is going to kill him, and that'll set off the rest of it. And that's why he won't be in the next Avengers, in the first part of the new Avengers movie. Tony Stark is apparently going to travel into space after it happens.
As you do.
Yeah, he's just going to chuck his shit because it'll be his fault. He'll blame himself, so he's just going to go off-world.
Yep.
And so that's why he won't be in the start of the new Avengers movie. And Thor apparently dies.
Wow.
Yeah. Apparently he gets killed, and then he will probably be brought back at the end of the Avengers movie, because that's what he'll probably die in Ragnarok, because there's going to be a Thor Ragnarok before that. So I think he's probably going to get stuck in a prison This is what people are speculating. And then he's going to die in Ragnarok, because Ragnarok is the death of all Asgardians for a rebirth, apparently.
Okay.
I haven't read this story. The comic is apparently really good. And then they've apparently signed the deal for Spider-Man to be in it as well.
Yeah, I heard a bit of that. There was a bit of back and forth between Sony and Marvel going on, apparently.
Yeah, Sony have said, oh, no, it's not happening, but those things say a lot. Like, Sony's let loose everything lately, and they're trying to hide on...
Well, whether they've let it loose
Yeah.
or it's been let loose is two different things, but still one and the same, actually.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It looks good from what I've been reading. It sets up to why a bunch of the Avengers won't be in Infinity War Part 1.
Yep.
Because Captain America will be dead. I think Iron Man will be off-world. Thor will either be in prison or dead. And apparently, I'm saying apparently a lot.
Well, we can neither confirm nor deny these things.
True. Bucky killed Tony Stark's dad, Howard
Bucky,
Stark.
you son of a bitch!
And that causes tensions between Cap and Iron Man again, and that's kind of like what leads into it.
Yeah.
Why they start to hate each other.
They need to just get it done.
Mm.
There's a lot of tension there.
You cut it with a butter knife.
Yep. I'm just trying to find there was a timeline of the superhero movies that got posted. I'm just trying to find the link.
Oh, where they joined all the movies into one and made it a continuous timeline so you can watch it. And
Yeah, so you
I haven't
can
watched
see
that.
what's yeah, it's got all the where is it?
That's cool.
But yeah, it's got like when the Suicide Squad movie's supposed to be coming out, and
Tom Hardy's left it.
yes, he has left it.
He was playing Rick Flag. He's not a character that I know too well either.
No,
Not many
neither.
people do. But he apparently left because he was scheduling conflicts with another movie that is filming. Like the movie that is filming is going over schedule.
And it's got someone big in it as well. That the movie that he's shooting.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it before. But yeah. But there's another report saying the real reason why he left, Latino Review, which is usually accurate with their stuff,
Yep.
have said that he simply didn't like the script that when he was finally given it, because when they signed on to do the movie, all of them, there was no script for it, so they just signed on.
Yep.
And now they've been given the script. Apparently, he didn't like the script. He didn't like the drastic change to the character from comics to the movie, so it's probably going to be a little different.
Okay.
I don't know. He's kind of like a Nick Fury-esque type of character, and he doesn't have as much screen time as like Deadshot or the Joker. So Will Smith and Jared Leto.
Well, we saw that coming.
Yeah. So that's why he left, and they're looking at Jake Gyllenhaal for
Yeah.
him.
I don't know the character, but I'm not a heaps big fan of Gyllenhaal.
He has his good moments. Apparently, he's really good in that new movie that he was in, where he's
Yeah,
checks out times for
Yeah.
crime scenes or something.
Oh,
Nightcrawler.
yeah, Nightcrawler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Marvel movie.
Yeah. Oh, man, that'd be a cool Nightcrawler movie. He's awesome. I don't know.
He's awesome. Needs to be more of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't find where this stupid damn picture is.
I hope they don't show too much of the Joker in the movie.
Well, there's rumors is that he's going to be the villain of it. I think that he's going to play more of a mentory role for Harley.
Nah. You saw the animated Assault on Arkham.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's going to be very similar to,
Okay.
which will be awesome.
Yeah.
Because
That was awesome.
in the comics right now, Harley, I don't know if they're back together, but Harley hated Joker because he left her type of thing.
Yeah.
And so she joined the Suicide Squad. She fucked Deadshot. And and then they essentially go to take him out. So I think that's what it's going to be. They're going to be tasked to try and take out the Joker. I hope you see
Do you
Batman.
think that there'll be like some sort of flash, like Harley will have some sort of flashback to, reinforce that Joker's screwed her over kind of thing,
I
or
hope
that she's
so.
pissed at Joker?
I hope so. So if that's what more of the Joker is in the thing, like flashbacks from Harley, I'd enjoy that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But if he's just more in the movie, no. I'd rather have him little bits of the movie setting things up and obstacles for the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I'd like if they just like allured to him throughout
Yeah.
the whole movie, and then at the end they either meet him or whatever.
Yeah.
But
What are your thoughts on Jared Leto as Joker? I don't think I've asked you this.
I think he's gonna be like they'll probably nail the look because he's like got that whole skinny, like skinnier than Heath Ledger kind of drawn out face to him.
It'll be more like a comic book.
Yeah.
The comic book one.
He has the potential, obviously, to be the third best Joker in mine. Well, kind of second best, because Hamill's the best animated, and Heath Ledger's the best real life.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So yeah, he could easily take number 2. I think that he will. I think he goes kind of all out with these.
He really does.
With his roles normally, and this is a big deal. Like, this could either shoot him even further into like superstardom,
He's
or
got
completely wreck him.
He's got balls for taking this role.
Definitely.
Because it's going to be compared to Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger won an Oscar for it.
Yeah.
For playing the Joker. And I think he's going to do amazing. When I first heard the casting, it's been one of the only times with this new superhero movie lately I've been like, nailed the casting. That's really good. And I enjoy Jared Leto, however you say his last name.
Leto, I think.
He's good in whatever stuff he's in. I haven't seen Dallas Buyers Club. Is that what?
I've seen that. He is really good in that
because he transformed himself completely.
Yeah,
He's
really good.
transvestite, isn't
he? Yeah. In pretty much every movie that he's in, he has you forget. You're like, oh, that's Jared Leto. You kind of trying to guess who he is in the movie, and like, in Dallas Buyers Club, if you didn't know who Jared Leto, if you didn't know he was in the movie, you probably wouldn't know that he was in the movie after you watched it.
He got nominated, didn't he? Did he win an Oscar?
I think he did. I think he did win it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So no, he's got balls for taking up the role.
I like him better than I like Will Smith.
Yeah, because Deadshot's, I don't know if he's white, but he's Hispanic in the comics.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a flavour to him.
Yeah, and so now they've cast a black actor. People are going on about that.
That doesn't worry me.
Nah.
I'm just not a big fan of Will Smith.
I do enjoy Will Smith. I do enjoy me some Will Smith. In his last couple of movies, though, really sucked.
I can't even remember what his last couple of movies were.
After Earth. That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of the most charismatic people on the planet, and he played this guy who has no emotions. Like, literally, that's his thing. No emotions.
Like, trapped for all the movie.
Yeah, he's like had broken legs.
His douchebag son to go in.
Oh God, Jaden Smith.
Yeah, he's gonna in a couple of years. I'll put money on that. They'll probably try and get him to play the Black Spider-Man.
Yeah, Miles Morales. Oh.
Because there's rumours going around that they want Childish Gambino,
we were talking about that. I think last week. Yeah.
But by the time that they pull their finger out, he's going to be way too old.
Yeah. Well, Marvel have said that they don't actually want to do, not Marvel, like Sony. Is it Sony who owns it? Yeah. Sony have said that they don't want to make a different Spider-Man. They want just Peter Parker. That's probably all going to change now that they're possibly giving it to Marvel.
Well, if they were going to reboot Spider-Man for the 4th time, that would be the direction to go. Like, just drop everything, start it. Just kick it off with a completely new looking
and then
Spider-Man.
Add maybe Peter Parker in it after. It comes in at the end of the first movie. You're like,
I'm sure that there's a storyline that they could create, or that's probably already existed, where they're dimension swapping.
Yeah, there is actually one. It was recently with dimensions.
Well, there you go. So you say later on, say 3 movies in, if they're really that sore about there being a black Spider-Man, they can kind of swap it, I guess. But I'm all. I think that I'm all for a black Spider-Man movie. Not if Jaden Smith is going to be.
No, I don't want him. I want Donald Glover to play Miles Morales. He's a little bit older, though, because Miles Morales is about 16. He starts off at about 12 in the...
and teenage Spider-Man, I'm getting over.
Yeah. I don't know. It's part of the character.
A little bit more, mid-20s, I'd be happy with. Obviously, I don't want to see him like an old, 40-year-old dude or whatever.
Actually, I want to see proper in-school Spider-Man for the whole series.
Oh, okay,
Because usually they do, he's in school
really
for the
take us
first
along
movie.
for the journey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he's in school for the first movie, and then he like graduates, and then he's an adult. Oh, you can't pay rent and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
good. But I want to see the struggle of being a kid, going to school, hiding it from Aunt May, doing
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff for 2 movies, do it out, and then
Yeah.
graduate. Not just like kind of graduate at the start of the second movie or doing all that stuff. I want to see more of the trying to balance school and like it'd be good for younger kids as well, because that's one of the draws of Spider-Man when he first came out. He was the youngest superhero ever, like separate superhero, not a sidekick, and he had troubles like every other kid. Couldn't do his homework because he was doing all this other shit.
He was the geeky kid.
Yeah, I know, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
What are we talking about?
Tom
Hardy.
Yeah. Not in it. Not in it.
No, he's not. Oh, and Jake Gyllenhaal probably taking over.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that should be interesting nonetheless.
He's a good actor.
Continuing on with trailers, House of Cards. Do you watch House of Cards?
I did a binge watch of the first season, and I watched half of the second season, and then I don't know, I got a little bored with it. Ooh.
That's the sound of a million people pissed off.
Yeah. I don't know. It just seemed to keep following the same structure to me.
Yeah.
And I'll probably go back and watch it again just to catch up. Because there was other stuff out, and I was like, I was watching it at the same time I was watching Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
And that was just a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
To me. And yeah, it was good from what I can remember. Completely watched the first season, and then watched halfway through the second season, and now season 3's coming out.
Yeah, well, I am super excited for this. Spoiler, if you haven't seen the second season, or it's like the first episode, so get that out of the way. It's like since he killed her.
Yep.
I know that was I know because it's in the first episode of the second season, but. That was just so full on.
It came out of nowhere.
It came out of nowhere. Like, I figured that she would probably end up dying, but I didn't think that, one, he would do it, and two, so friggin' rash like that. Straight out in front of a train. He easily could have gotten caught. And then and then he would not be, spoiler, the president. Now this
Did he get president? That's cool.
Yeah, right at the end. It's so good. Like, spoilers again. Right at the last scene is him walking into the Oval Office, standing there like with his hands on the desk, head down. He looks up and then does with his ring, and then it just shuts off. So yeah, he's going to be the president, and he's done a lot of dirty shit. So I'm guessing it's going to all try and maybe catch up with him. Then he's going to have to scramble to try and cover shit. But yeah, it's such a good show.
Yeah. She's the girl who he killed is Sue Storm in the Fantastic Four movie.
The new one coming out.
Yeah, she's
really?
playing Sue Storm. Yeah, I'm okay with that casting.
I'm not even sure who the casting is. Her is Sue Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Fantastic.
Yeah, but I don't know who the rest of them are.
We talked about this before in the last episode. Dude, black kid in Chronicle. He's Johnny Storm. People will go on apeshit about that.
Chronicle,
that superhero movie, found footage one, where they get powers.
I don't think I've seen it.
Watch it, dude. It's amazing. Really good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is that him?
Yep. He's Johnny Storm. Billy Elliot.
Yeah, he's got kind of a cocky attitude about him.
He'd be a good Spider-Man as well.
Yeah, he would.
Billy Elliot as the Thing. He played Billy Elliot.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And Miles Tanner or something like that as the Mr. Fantastic. When you see his face, you know what he's in. He was in that Zac Efron movie that came out recently. You probably didn't watch it. It's Friends with... You had to be friends or something like that.
And there's 3 friends and they
got it all.
And there's a black dude in that one too, right?
They all become single, and then he gets a girlfriend, and then the black dude breaks up with his girlfriend.
So he's obviously not the black dude, not Zac Efron. He's the other friend. He's in 21 and Up or 21 and Over as well. I like that guy.
Actually, the black dude there is the Chronicle dude.
Oh yeah.
So
it's all coming together.
So Johnny Storm and Mr. Fantastic, basically before they become Fantastic Four, hanging out with Zac Efron.
Ah, sweet.
I watched that movie. He snorts coke, Zac Efron, apparently.
Does he?
Yeah, apparently got a nose reconstruction or some shit like that, because He was caught in the hood buying coke, and he got smashed by the dealer. And apparently, he got a broken jaw and crap like that. So yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, well, I remember him going to rehab not too long ago. So yeah, House of Cards.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we are terrible.
That's great.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Moving on. Should we touch on the massive dump that Nintendo did in their most recent Direct?
I didn't watch it.
You didn't?
So tell me.
I stayed up and I watched it because it was a terrible time for Australians. Again, screwed.
It was all like 4 o'clock in the morning or something.
Yeah, something stupid like that. Now there is so much shit that they talked about. So if you haven't seen the most recent Direct, go and watch it because you'll get a lot more out of it than what I'm about to tell you right now. But I guess one of the big things to take away from it is they're releasing Majora's Mask on the 3DS. They're also releasing a special edition Majora's Mask 3DS.
Yeah, it's gold and it's got the mask symbol.
Yeah, looks badass. I'm in the market for a 3DS. I'm not going to get that one just because I'm not a big Zelda fan. I don't think I am a fan. I just don't think I'm enough of a fan to warrant having a limited edition 3DS. Someone else out there is a bigger fan than me, and they can have a chance.
I showed Avril that, but she got the new 3DS the day before that was announced.
Oh.
And she loves Zelda, and so I waited a bit to tell her that it was announced because she was just so angry that she got it the day before.
Well, they're already on eBay.
Oh yeah, I heard
People
about that.
selling their pre-orders already.
That's
absolutely ridiculous. Now, when she got her 3DS, did it come with a charger?
Nope.
All right, so that's not something they're just enforcing now.
It didn't come with a charger.
The new 3DS is already out here in Australia.
Yeah, it's been out for a couple of months.
Yeah.
For a month.
So, yeah, that I guess is one of the big hoo-has that everyone's going on about. Now, there's people complaining, and then the people that are trying to shut the complainers up are saying, "Oh, well, you're upgrading from your normal 3DS. You already have a charger."
She wasn't. She never had a 3DS.
I'm not upgrading. I'm going from no 3DS to 3DS, and I won't have a fucking charger. What kind of? That's just so bullshit.
It is. It's stupid. And the guy didn't tell us when we bought it.
Really?
We're in JB, and she's like, "Oh, I'll get this," and then she's like, "Oh, I've got also a charger," because she didn't want to plug it into PowerPoints and stuff.
Yeah,
I got the Wii U charger for the gamepad. Will that work? Yeah, that'll work. Doesn't fit. So he lied to us. Like he had one as well. Like he pulled out his own personal one.
Oh, so it's not like he was just assuming.
Yeah, he knew. And yeah, so she didn't. But luckily, she bought a universal charger thing for her Samsung USB, and it came with like Samsung charger, iPhone charger, DS charger, all that thing in one little socket thing.
Yeah. And
so she had that, and so now she can charge it because she didn't have it. She was using mine for a bit.
Yeah.
Because my 3DS works.
Yeah, which is good, I guess. But if you already had one, or know someone that's got like a spare, but yeah, it's a bit of a dick move.
It is. It's stupid.
I know, and
absolutely stupid.
Yeah, they're easy enough to get, and they're probably pretty cheap. Maybe, although Nintendo with those kind of things, it's like the sensor bar, $70.
It's stupid.
Don't even need it now.
You just go buy one of those third-party.
Yeah, that's
universal
what I think I'm going to do.
But
yeah, it's just needlessly inconvenient.
Yep. And if they say, the Wii U gamepad charger works with it, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Doesn't
you heard
slap
it
in the face and go, "Fuck you! You're lying to me. I heard it from this reputable podcast."
And then
that it doesn't.
Just give them our link.
Yeah. And they say thank you.
So yeah, and what else? What else was big in that? They're bringing out a bunch of new amiibos.
Yeah.
And now I think that's obviously why some of them are limited, because they're bringing out different versions of that same character amiibo.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of new... there's a new Mario one coming out, a new Luigi one coming out, and stuff like that. And there's the new Fire Emblem amiibos are coming out, and they'll also work with Codename Steam.
I don't know what that is.
It's a game that's coming out on the 3DS.
Oh.
It's kind of it's an RPG kind of turn-based, kind of free roam kind of thing.
Kind of like a Fire Emblem game.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's all like steampunk-esque.
Cool.
So yeah, they're going to be working with that, and obviously Mario Party and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Amiibos are sold out everywhere in Newcastle, anywhere where we live in Australia.
Yeah.
Like you can't get them anywhere. I still don't exactly understand what the fuck they do.
You can put them in your game, and you can like for Smash. I've got the Samus one. You can put it in there. You can customize it. You can then save the data on it, and then take it over to another person's house.
So it's essentially like a memory card for a single character.
Pretty much.
That's stupid.
But then but they'll also some of them, not all of them, will also work with other games.
So like Mario Party.
See, if everyone likes to be like Samus or whatever, you can actually distinguish between the Samuses, and so it's nothing's like huge, but it's popular, and it's another cash grab for Nintendo, and they kind of need it.
I guess.
I
don't know.
Splatoon. Now there was a whole lot of stuff that's coming out that they announced for that, and that looks awesome.
I saw the reveal at E3, was it?
Yeah.
That looked really good. I haven't heard much more on it, though.
Well, when you load into the game, you'll load into like a central hub, kind of like the Nintendo Land. And you can actually talk, I don't know if you can talk, but you can see other real-life people walking around, and there's like a store where you can go in and customize your team.
Yeah.
And they'll also have different shooting attributes and stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah, it looks, there's like sub-weapons, special weapons. You can also, like I said, you can mod your stats. I don't know, I think that's going to be a real surprise of a game.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Yeah.
Like it'll be like the Call of Duty for the Wii.
Yeah.
I don't know, it looks cool. It does, it's a pretty cool concept. It just looks like a fun, cute game, which will probably be addictive as shit.
Yeah. Hope the online support for that is good. We need voice chat, Nintendo.
Get your head together. Do it.
So yeah, there's just way too much. Another thing that people are being pissed off about that came out a couple of days after the Nintendo Direct is that you need a screwdriver to remove the memory card. Apparently.
What?
Something about there's a 4 gig memory card that it comes with, and you need a screwdriver to get it out.
For Splatoon?
No, it's for a 3DS, sorry.
Oh, that's why we couldn't find the fucking port.
There you go.
Oh.
You need a screwdriver.
We were looking for the SD card slot.
Yep.
And we're like, oh, here it is on mine, and we couldn't find it. So it's someone with a screwdriver.
Yeah, you need a screwdriver.
For fuck's sake, Nintendo, what the hell?
Yep. So
well, now I know that. Now we can finally fucking put an SD card in the damn thing. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, if you get a 3DS and you can't find where the memory card is, just take to it with a screwdriver.
Make sure you're getting the right one, too.
Yeah.
You probably take the back off.
Probably look online for a YouTube video first.
It might
just
say
so you don't screw it up.
It probably says in the book, but we don't read
Probably.
that.
No one reads manuals these days. I know how shit works. Is this thing on? Hello. But yeah, so go and watch the Nintendo Direct. It's only 40 minutes long, and I like that they've broken away from the E3s and the PAXs and all that kind of stuff, and just doing their own thing.
Yeah.
They can do it whenever they want to do it. They don't have to compete against any other hype, and they can and the people that want to watch it will watch it. Yeah, Nintendo.
Well, they did a good Nintendo Direct last E3 with, like, Reggie fighting.
Yeah, I was hoping for something like that at the beginning of this one as well, but it just goes into straight normal Direct.
Yeah, it'll probably just be normal Direct until, like, E3 or then another big conference type of thing, and then they'll do something flashy, cool.
Yeah.
That's, I don't know that, whatever. It's all good.
So, yeah, go watch that.
Did you hear about the UK man arrested?
Yeah, the Lizard
hacks?
Squad member.
Yeah.
Alleged Lizard Squad member.
He was accused of unauthorized access to computer material following the attacks that disrupted Microsoft and Sony's online services over the holiday period. Apparently, he provided false information to law enforcement agencies in the US as well.
What a dick.
Yeah, about fucking time.
You're messing with the FBI, like, giving them the wrong ID is going to stop them. It's like, oh, well, fair enough. Hey, wait a minute.
Hold on a second here.
Doesn't check out, Mr. Douchebag.
If that's your real name.
But
Good.
yeah, sucked in.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad. I hope they get all of the little bastards.
Yeah, little fucking dickheads. Did you heard the interview that he did? And I think we talked about it.
No, I
before.
haven't seen that interview.
Oh,
Because
he was the guy doing it. He said, "Oh, we were doing it so."
it's Keemstar, right?
Yeah, I don't fucking remember. Whatever.
Some dude with like a goatee and he hat
I never
backwards.
watched. I just listened to it.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
actually watch the actual thing.
Yeah.
But he was saying that he was doing it over Christmas so families could spend time together. Instead
Load
of
of bullshit. Like,
yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
Don't try and be a social justice warrior
No.
for us. If we want to spend time with our
And then
families, we will do that.
They took Kim.com's Bitcoin or whatever the fuck he
Yeah,
offered them.
and Kim, he was like, say, oh, save Christmas, save Christmas. You can now get back on. No, we fucking can't,
You can't.
Kim.com.
You just
Shut your
wasted
fucking
whatever.
face.
Yeah, you just wasted whatever the hell you gave them.
Yeah,
They
and you
didn't do it.
you gave douchebags something and got nothing.
Yeah.
We do
They
not
won.
negotiate with terrorists,
No.
Kim.com.
Fucking Kim.com. Is that his real name? Did he change his name legally?
I have
to
no
.com?
idea, but it's the mega guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
He's like in New Zealand trying to like.
he's on house
avoid-
arrest, isn't he?
Yeah, Vice actually did a pretty good little hanging with him. He's got like this fucking
It's
huge ass house that with this like roaming hills and shit, and he has like a big like gaming room.
Yeah, I saw a little documentary
Yeah.
thing on him about his house.
And he actually seemed alright, but now he
Isn't
just seems like a douchebag.
He seems like he does the right thing. I get what he was trying to do. He's like, oh, fuck it. I've got the resources. I can make this stop. I'll try. Like, sure, good on you, but
Yeah,
you don't just go do it. Just say fuck him. And...
I would have liked to have seen some proof that we could gotten back online
Yeah.
before you start handing over the vouchers.
Exactly.
Idiot.
But yeah, they said, oh, we're not doing it for the money or fame, but then taking vouchers.
We'll quite happily take.
And the guy's
money and
brother
make-
couldn't get online. And then like, the guy interviewing was like, oh, are you going to tell your brother that it's because of you that he can't play his new PlayStation on Christmas
Now,
Day?
did that dude in the video sound British?
Oh, I can't remember, honestly.
Interesting.
I think he was British. I think so. Because I think there was two people he was interviewing, and one was more talkative than the
Oh,
other.
okay.
And I'm pretty sure one was American, maybe one was British. I can't remember. It
Little
was a couple of weeks ago since I
bunch of
watched it.
punk ass kids.
Yeah, little dickheads.
You got that ability. That's an awesome ability to shut down the two biggest gaming platforms.
Well, it's DDoSing, isn't it? DOSing?
Yeah,
Which isn't
not
apparently very hard.
Not that hard to do.
I couldn't
But
do it.
on that, I couldn't do it either. But on that scale, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Now turn that around and do something useful. Actually make a stand. Not on the behalf
like
of gamers
anonymous.
who.
Anonymous. Like anonymous guys.
Yeah, like how now, after that Charlie Hebdo thing, they're going down and shutting down jihadist websites and giving the doxed, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah, it's great.
And even Anonymous weren't even going to do something about the DDoS attacks on Microsoft and Sony until they got offended that these people were getting called hackers.
Yeah, they're like, oh, fuck you, we're hackers.
I will show you how.
It's
to
basically
hack.
a dick measuring contest.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Anonymous had the bigger dick.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell. It's actually pretty scary that the amount of hacking this last 6 months has had.
Yeah, it's the year of the hack,
It's just
2014.
insane.
The fappening, the Sony
Yeah.
thing, the actual Sony emails and
Yep.
all that kind of thing. Then the Xbox Live and PSN.
Would you compare, there was people saying that comparing the fappening to the Sony hack, as in people shouldn't be allowed to read the Sony email, same as they shouldn't be allowed to look at the fappening pictures, because it is intellectual properties of those respective companies, same as the pictures are intellectual properties of those celebrities, and people can get arrested and shit like that for downloading and looking at the pictures of the celebrities. Do you think it should also be the same for the people who read the emails and do all that stuff?
I think obviously that the fappening was worse because it was naked. It's not just here's a bunch of photos I didn't want anyone to see. These were naked photos I didn't want anybody to see.
It's still...
Whereas but I also don't. Yeah, I don't agree that like I think that what's said in an email is private. Not as private as a naked body, but
It's illegal
yeah,
to go into someone else's emails and look at it.
I don't think that yeah.
See, it's tricky, isn't it?
Obviously, like I don't think people should be reading the emails. I don't think it's as bad as naked photos.
Probably not.
But yeah,
But legally, in a legal context,
it's all the same,
exactly
yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
But people won't get sued or arrested for reading the Sony emails. People are reporting
I
on
still
that.
don't even really know who did it.
No, apparently it's...
There was North
Korea.
Korea, and then
They've
it
said
turned
no.
out that it was then like there was things going around that it was just a publicity stunt.
It's probably likely that it was publicity stunt. But they did release so much stuff. Like, a lot of personal information. And, I mean, that could hurt Sony in the long run in terms of getting contracts with other companies, like celebrities. Like, they released Conan's personal address, his social security number, his health issues. Like, he's got some disease or something like that.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty messed up.
And that can fuck Sony up in the long run. So whether or not it was I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But for their sake, I hope they did get hacked.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Well, apparently it was like a third-party company or whatever, a third-party group hired by North Korea to hack in it. So it's like...
Yeah, well, their lines go through, like, China or something as well. So, like, there's... Apparently, like, there's, like, they were... FBI or whatever was, like, tracking the proxy, and there was times where it, like, lapsed, and they didn't cover it in time, and those locations were, like, showing up in, like, China and stuff.
Mm.
So, who knows?
Oh, well, whatever.
That could just be a double bluff.
Yeah. Bloody hacking. It's ridiculous.
Be a great skill to have,
Yeah.
but use it wisely.
Actually, any skill would be a great skill to have.
Bow staff skills.
Fire starting skills.
Let's
Get
do it.
lost.
Napoleon Dynamite thing.
I watched that movie once, and I hated it.
I like it.
Because I knew what was going on, because the people were fucking saying the jokes before I watched
Right.
it, spoiling the crap
Late
out
to
of
the
it.
party.
Like, oh, fucking hell, whatever.
Um,
That's all the news I had written down.
slacking.
Well,
Okay,
to
bring up my Facebook.
your fast speak. Oh, the X-Files might make a return to television.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What cast?
I'm not too sure. The article that I got has got Mulder and Scully. Apparently, Fox is in early talks to bring back X-Files. Dana Walden and Gary Newman's co-chairman and CEO of Fox Television Group revealed at today's Television Critics Association press tour. You know who we're dealing with. Do you think I can elaborate? Whatever. I don't know. Gillian Anderson and David Duchovny are very hopeful. It's hard because the actors are so very busy. So it looks like they want to get Mulder and Scully back.
Nice.
Whether or not they can, it's a different thing.
I hope they do. That would be so good if they brought the original cast.
Would be. I watched like 1 or 2 episodes when I was younger.
The opening title, like that's scary as fuck.
I watched the one with the dude who had no legs, and he was like going around on like a skateboard or something like that. That's all I can remember for it. I remember it freaked me out because how old were we when that came out? We were young.
Pretty young.
I think we were like...
The only episode I remember from that one is the twins. Like one was like a shadow twin. Like he would like lurk in, like only exist in shadows.
Ooh.
Yeah, and obviously he was the
Yeah.
evil twin. But yeah, that was a pretty creepy one.
So it wasn't actually full-on alien. It was more supernatural than aliens.
No, there was an alien through line because like
Mulder's parents or something got abducted, or his sister got abducted.
yeah, and then Scully had like some little triangle chip that was implanted in her, and then she like dug it out. And I remember she scanned it at a supermarket, and like all these weird freaking like symbols and shit started flashing up on the register thing. I'm like, all right then, fair enough.
Apparently those two hated each other.
Really?
Me and the chick. Yeah, apparently they didn't get along very well. So that's cool. Yeah, X-Files. If you enjoy it, might be coming back. If not, I guess you don't.
Don't worry about it.
Live your life.
Yeah. It's just another day.
It really is. Oh, X-Files is back out. Yeah, what you gonna do?
Alright, well, I'll just hit on some Destiny news real quick.
All right.
The hard mode Crota raid is coming out this week on Tuesday. So if you're hearing this the day it gets released, it'll be tomorrow. I should actually say the date to that just to make sure.
19th.
It'll be the 20th.
Oh.
The raid comes out on the 20th. This will go out on the 19th. So yeah, the hard mode. Now, it's not quite sure what is actually going to make it hard. If there's rumors going around that the enemies will get enraged quicker, or that there's going to be no chalice at the final fight, so you can't re-heal yourself. I'll just, as a player myself, I'll just take that however it comes and adjust accordingly. But they've named the primary weapons that are going to be dropping, or that have potential to drop in the raid, and I'll just go through them now. The Abyss Defiant, which is an auto rifle that does solar damage. Fang of Iyut, which is a...
I think you just made up a word then.
Yep. Speaking in tongues. It's a arc damage scout rifle. Oversoul Edict, which is a pulse rifle that does arc damage. And Word of Crota, which is a hand cannon that does void damage. Now, all of them look completely badass. Mm-hmm. I think if I had a choice, I would go either with the hand cannon or the scout rifle. And you can also get the Crux of Crota, which will turn the Edeon Alley into the Necrochasm. And you can get the Bane of Dark Gods. It's a new ship. It kind of looks like the normal Crota raid ship, but more badass. Has like green stripes on it and stuff. And you can also get a shader called Glowhoo. And they don't show a picture for that. So no doubt these things are going to be quite highly sought after to begin with. As soon as that raid goes live, there'll be so many people hitting it up in a race to complete it and and to show everything off. Hopefully, I'll be attempting it as soon as it goes live. With my fire team, we hit the Crota raid again last night, and I don't want to talk about it. We did it, but I don't want to talk about it. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. I have like 6 Edeon alleys that I need to upgrade into the Necrochasm, so I'll be hitting it hard.
Cool.
And that's pretty much it for Destiny Corner this week.
I logged into Steam yesterday or the day before.
Yep.
And I got these games they released for, I think it was like 2-3 days. You're allowed to download them and play them for free.
Yep.
Saints Row 2.
Ooh.
Saints Row the Third.
Ooh.
Saints Row 4.
Ooh.
And Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can download those, play them for free. There's 17 hours left on them.
Get in and play those games. They'll probably be completely gone by the time this goes up.
Oh, it will be, yeah. So if you played them...
Let us know what you thought.
Yeah. If not...
Will you get them again?
Yeah. Would you actually purchase them if you didn't finish them in the 17 hours?
I like the Saints Row games.
Yeah, they're alright.
They're the silly brother of Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Which is saying something.
Yeah. Did you hear about...
The bird and the spider?
Yeah, and how it is the word?
No, I'm thinking round the twist, baby.
Oh.
Wiggled and jiggled and...
That was such a bizarre show, going back to that subject.
Remember the one where the fish went in his penis and made him swim faster?
No, I don't remember that one.
It was not Bronson, the older... The brother, the older one. Yeah, he got a fish. I think it was stuck in his penis, or it was stuck in him somewhere. I think it was into his penis. And he could swim faster.
Yeah, because that makes sense.
Yeah, it was like a propeller.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, you put it like that.
Yeah. Science, bro.
Science. Propeller penis.
Yeah.
I think that was actually the name of the episode, to be fair.
Yeah. Propeller penis.
That's
a fucked up show.
That is a fucked up. That was so, stupidly bizarre.
Yeah.
It's like the thing that
They changed actors all the time, too.
Yeah.
Even I realised that when I was younger. I was like, that doesn't look like Bronson.
They didn't even try and
hide it
or blend it into anything. It's like, yep, that person's no longer that character anymore.
Yeah. That went on for a while, too. That was really popular.
What about, speaking of Australia, which we kind of work, it's that Around the Twist is an Australian show. You should be able to find it online and Don't watch it before you go to sleep because it's fucked.
It's weird.
It's supposed to be a kid's show too, keep in mind.
Yeah.
No, I clicked on the wrong story.
Oh, well.
You are... no. What about Far Cry 5 might be set in Australia? That's where everyone's pushing for, at least.
That'd be really cool.
I think that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
We've got everything. We've got bush, we've got desert,
Yep.
for lack of a better term, and we've got water.
And deadly animals.
Oh, all
You don't
of
have
the
to,
deadly animals.
Yeah, you don't have to put all those animals which don't coexist in an ecosystem into one map. You could have that just in Australia.
Yeah,
and
lizards, snakes, fucking
spiders.
Yeah, but you can't really think in terms of like scalping them to make stuff. What
You
could you use spiders for?
You could use their web as bowstring.
You could like farm them.
Yeah.
And venom for tips of arrows and stuff.
Yeah, done. There we go.
Fuck, I'm good.
Just did your work for
We
you.
think we should be on the developing team.
Yeah, we should. Like, this is what you should do.
As homegrown Australians,
Yeah.
I think you might need our expertise.
Have you ever killed a snake before?
I have not.
I have. I killed a
Had it
couple.
with the shovel method.
One was a stick and one was a shovel. It sounds horrible, but I used to live in the bush, and me and my brother and our next door neighbours were walking down. It was a hot summer day, and there was a red belly on the road, just sit in the middle. And us being really dumb kids, we couldn't really avoid it because there was like barbed wire fence one side and complete like bush and hill on the other, so we couldn't walk around. And the snake wasn't moving, so us as dumb kids, we had to kill it. And we beat it with a stick. We killed it. We did it fast.
Yeah.
And then we hung up its corpse on the barbed wire fence to ward off other snakes.
Oh, so you actually picked it up after you killed it?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then our neighbours, they were at our place, and then their mum called and like, you need to come here. There's a snake in the yard. And
2 snakes in the one day?
Nah, it was a different day.
Oh, okay.
And then, so we went down there and we had to cut its head off with a thing. Like, she was mowing the grass, and then she almost ran over the snake.
Ooh.
It almost bit her. So we had to go down there.
Yeah, it wouldn't have taken too kindly to
Nah,
the
it was
lawnmower
another
going
red.
past it.
It was a brown snake, that one.
Ooh.
So 2 of the most deadliest snakes at all. And then
Yeah.
there was a red belly behind our TV.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It crawled in, hid behind the TV. I can't remember who we got to get it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, bush. No need for it.
And we
Get
used
rid
to
of it.
we used to go out in the bush and play laser tag because I lived in the bush.
Yeah.
We used to play laser tag, no problem, just going out in the bush.
Didn't
Fuck
even.
that. I wouldn't do that
It
now.
wouldn't even cross. It didn't even cross our
No.
lines back then.
And I was hitting snakes. Like I knew snakes were out there.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't do that now.
No, I probably wouldn't either.
I've
We're
got
bigger targets.
Yeah. I'm not sure I was like 17 and all that shit when it was happening.
Well,
Oh, man.
so the reasoning behind like pushing for Australia is, did you know 7 of the top 10 deadliest snakes in the world are Australian?
Yep.
The Indian taipan, or fierce snake, the world's most dangerous snake, was first encountered in the late 1800s, but remained an elusive animal until its rediscovery in the early 1970s. It's 170 years later.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
That snake's a good hider.
I reckon. The indigenous Australians call it Dandurabilia. I've never heard it being referred to that ever. Obviously, they're talking about me as an indigenous Australian.
Yeah.
But
You're
I
as
can't am.
wide as they come.
Shut your face. And its bite is so lethal, a single nip was enough venom to drop 100 grown men. Fucking hell. It is especially adapted to hunting mammals. Humans, as you know, are mammals. Keep that in mind.
Why do we live here?
I don't know. And also, while fierce snake is an elusive predator, the eastern brown snake is far more common, as we were just talking about,
Yep.
and runs into the paths of humans relatively often.
Yep.
That is true. Both rurally and in more built-up urban settings. Yes.
Yep.
They're also known for their aggressive tendencies and can paralyze a victim with a single bite.
Fuck, I'm stupid.
They've been recorded as having the second most toxic venom of any land snake in the world, and they have a bad temper around humans.
Well, there was 4 of us, so oh my god.
It just keeps going from strength to strength.
What?
We have other snakes too, but not just the land of deadly snakes. This is from OzGamers.com if you want to go and read the article yourself. Next
Link in the YouTube channel below. I'm going to
Yep.
do more work now.
Next gen power should mean a greater emphasis on the little things, right? We have lots of little things in Australia. Lots of little things that bite, crawl, and sting.
Yeah.
The funnel web spider, for example, is one of the most toxic spiders in the world.
I've never actually... Oh, I did see a funnel web.
I haven't
Home.
seen one in the wild.
I've never seen the actual spider. I have seen this home, though.
Yeah, it's exactly.
We put sticks down there.
Yeah, what they do is they make a hole and then they line the hole and like crisscross it with their web.
And
So
then
like if
there's,
anything falls
leaves
down
usually
there,
on it as well.
it-
It's kind of like a trap.
yeah, they kind of like a Viet Cong trap.
Yeah.
Without the little spikes.
Like,
at
they
the
don't
bottom.
really make a web in a tree. They do it in the ground. They hide in the ground.
Yeah.
Like a mole.
They're little fuckers like the trapdoor spider.
Yeah.
That's a dick.
It's horrible. And I put sticks down their holes.
Yeah, you pour like hot water down there as well. That'll piss them off.
We've got little scorpions.
Yeah,
I got stung by a scorpion.
fuck that.
Yeah. We were sitting playing, I think it was Counter-Strike, not Counter-Strike, Spec Ops.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
games
Yep.
on the GameCube. And I was like, ow, what was that? A little tiny scorpion. And they're the most poisonous little ones.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I got stung by a scorpion. My leg went numb. It was night time. I didn't go to the hospital. I was just laughing. I was like, oh, my leg. Oh, I can't
Punching
feel
it.
Yeah. And I was about 16 as well. I was old enough to know better. I got stung by a scorpion. Now looking at it, I'm surprised I didn't lose my leg or die.
Yeah.
And it was a tiny one too.
Or had like permanent nerve damage.
Yeah. Fuck, I'm an idiot.
Although more venomous, the funnel web is really only found in Sydney. But our redback, but they're found in like backyards.
Yeah.
Like little kids have been like bitten by them and shit. Like
We're about 2 hours away from Sydney.
yeah, on a good run.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're found in Sydney, but our redback spiders are spread all over the country, mostly in your toilets.
Yep.
Not in your toilets, but in your bathroom.
Yep.
Like around the back of the toilet where the system is and the pipes.
Seen many of them.
Because it's nice and cool back there.
Yeah.
They've been found in sheds and garages, dog
Yep.
kennels and mailboxes. They've also been found under toilet seats. Booyah! Told ya!
Yeah.
Know what we're talking about. We also, not only do we have spiders, snakes, we also have paralysis.
Paralysis? Something can paralyze you.
Yeah, a tick.
Oh, paralysis. Yeah.
We've had ticks before.
Okay. This is going to get a little too much information. I had a tick on my testicles.
That is.
I thought I had testicle cancer. They blew up and I was like, oh my god.
They blew up.
Yeah, I had huge ass nuts. And I was like, what the hell? So I was outside. I was like, shit, I better check my nuts. And I was like, what the hell? They're so big. I got testicle cancer. And there was a tick on them. And I had to pull it out. And I didn't tell mum or anything like
And
that.
like, finding the tick is like just step one of your problems.
Yeah.
Removing the tick can be steps 2 to 5.
Yeah, because if you pull it out, usually the head stays in, so you've kind of got to grab it and twist it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, ticks are in other countries, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when you
More
feel,
commonly on dogs though.
yeah. Like I had one in my hair when I was really young. I remember, I think I was like in year 4, and just scratching my head. I was like, oh, it feels like a scab. So I'm just trying to scratch it, and I realised it was a fucking tick.
Yeah, they're weird. They kind of feel like what a skin tag feels
Yeah.
like. Like if you had one like on your forearm and you just ran your hand over it, it'd feel like a little bit of flappy skin.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a little fucking parasite.
Don't get a tick on your nuts.
Yeah,
You'll
do
think you
not
got
do that.
cancer.
Whatever your fetish is, you can get around that
If
one.
you want.
And they start off as like the size of a grain of rice, which
And
is
then they blow up like a
up
leech.
to like
Yeah.
nearly a cockroach
Yeah.
size. Fucking. So yeah, and we have sharks, great white sharks, which
Speaking
is
of
actually
which-
There is one, 15 minutes away from us right now in
Yeah.
the beach,
Did you see the
terrorizing
dolphin?
everything. Yes, I did see that.
That picture circling around is my drama teacher actually took the photo. Like he was walking
really?
around Newcastle Beach, and like that one where you got it and the sharks in the water next to it, and you see the dolphin.
Yeah, with the
cut.
huge fucking.
Yeah,
chunk
he
taken
took
out
that
of it.
photo. Like he was in a couple of Australian TV shows and shit like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he was my movie.
We'll have the link to
Feature.
that in the YouTube
Yeah.
as well, or we'll tweet it out from the Disconnected
Yeah.
Twitter as well.
Disconnected Pod at twitter.com.
Yeah, twitter.com/disconnectedpod, all one word.
Yeah.
But there's in the beach, which is like 15 minutes away from us.
Newcastle
it's
Beach.
Newcastle Beach. one of the best beaches in the country, nay the world.
It actually is. It got like rated one of the best as well. So
yeah, not
it's
just bigging up the town. It really is. But yeah, the last nearly 2 weeks now.
It's been in there for about a little over a week.
Yeah. There's been big ass fucking sharks, great white sharks in there, and now there's a hammerhead shark in there. And there was a dolphin that was, in the wrong place at the wrong time, and had a big fucking chunk taken out of its back, right behind its dorsal fin.
Like, it looks like a Photoshop job.
Yeah.
Like it's a perfect bite mark and chunk out of it.
Yeah, you could see dolphin flesh.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
Absolutely brutal. And then
they've closed the beach down this whole weekend. Like, it's hot too.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. And
the council closed down the beach. Said, look, go to the pools if you need to.
Yeah.
Get cooled off. Don't go to the beach.
There are still people swimming out there.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
Unfortunately, they keep calling the sharks man-eaters and shit like that. It's actually really irritating me.
Yeah.
Because sharks don't kill many people at all.
We'll swim past the dolphin and we'll just go straight for the person.
In Australia, they're doing like a shark coup type of thing where they're killing all these sharks to try and
there was that thing. I think it might have been last year, or maybe 2013, over in Western Australia. There was a whole big rally and stuff to stop the shark culling and stuff.
It was all last year is when it all kind of
that
happened.
shit definitely needs to stop. That's not our domain.
No.
If the shark starts running up on the land, taking chunks out of everybody,
sure,
take back the land. But if we're in the water and there happens to be a shark in there at the same time, we are in the wrong. Do not be in that bit of water.
And sharks kill, 6 people a year, something like that across the world.
You
die more on the toilet.
Sharks.
Yeah. More people die on the toilet than they do from sharks, so don't.
Yeah.
Fucking
more
idiots.
likely to be Elvis than...
I saw more Elvis in America than people died by shark deaths. And Elvis is dead.
Yep.
So, yeah. Pull your head out, government.
So, yeah, it's absolutely brutal.
Well, that's our take on Australia.
Plus, we have big crocs.
Oh, yeah, we got crocs.
Which will take the shit out of an alligator.
Yeah, fuck you, alligators.
Crocodile will win hands down.
Yep.
Especially those big Northern Territory gnarly motherfuckers.
Man,
Good
people find
luck.
crocodiles in their pools up in Queensland and crap like
kind
that.
of like how in Florida they find them in their pools,
alligators,
except crocodiles a lot worse.
About 6 foot, 7 foot, and that's your smallish ones. They can go up to about 12, 14
armored
foot.
tanks.
Yeah, they're fucking insane.
Plus, we have blue ring octopus, which is
I forgot about those
super venom.
Oh my!
I'm surprised that
I'm surprised we're alive.
Yeah, this is fucking ridiculous.
Considering we used to go to the beach, that Newcastle beach with the shark, every single weekend when we were younger.
Yep.
We used to go every single weekend. I've moved out to Bulladila, took down snakes, got stung by a scorpion, playing with funnel web homes.
Ticks on the nuts.
Tits on my nuts. Tits on my nuts.
Yeah. That's actually a lot better than
It
ticks
is.
on the nuts.
I would rather have titties on my nuts than ticks on my nuts. So I'm actually surprised on that. I used to jump out of trees into Lantana, like a giant.
It's kind of like an Australian. Oh, it's not really Australian, but it's kind of like a bamboo.
Yeah, it's got little thistle, tiny, not big thistle thorns.
Not like a rose bush.
I've got scars on my wrist from it. It looks like I tried to cut myself, but I was just an idiot jumping into Lantana. I don't know how I'm alive now.
But yeah, so I think. And if they want to go like the kind of, we're still talking about Far Cry here. Stay with us. If they wanted to go the kind of mythical route like they're doing with the Yeti, they could do the Bunyip.
Oh yeah, Bunyip.
Just chilling in a billabong.
Fucking Bunyip. I don't even really know the story of the Bunyip.
That kind of was a real big thing when we were kids, and then because
of Yowie powers and
stuff
like that. Yowie powers are like Kinder Surprise. America doesn't have Kinder Surprises either because legally they're not allowed because you're not allowed to bake something in a product. So they can't have them.
That's so ridiculous. They could have like turduckens and fucking hamburgers the size of your head. But heaven forbid if you have a toy inside a bit of fucking chocolate.
Yeah. Fucking the chocolate's awesome too. It's so good.
It is actually pretty damn good.
It's really nice. I had a giant Kinder Surprise for Easter last year. It was about 8 inches big and round.
Shit.
It had a giant toy in it.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Did it come in a big version of the canister? The toy? Oh, awesome.
I thought it was just going to be a shell and have a bunch of little surprises in them.
Yeah.
Nah, huge Kinder Surprise. It was amazing. It was like $15.
Fuck yeah, I'm going to keep my
Love
eye out
it.
for those.
And Easter coming soon, so they're going to have them again.
Oh yeah. You know what's good for Easter is those Malteser bunnies.
Yeah, Maltesers.
Yeah, they're so fucking delicious. I could
So
just
good.
gorge myself on them all day.
Great.
So yeah, Far Cry 5. I would actually play a Far Cry game if it came to Australia, only just to see what they incorporated.
Do you reckon the accents will be shitty
Oh.
Australian accents?
I'd actually kind of like it if they did just do an outrageous Australian accent.
When I was over in America...
Oh yeah, too right, mate.
You're too right, mate. When I was in America, I put on a heavier Australian accent. Just, I don't know why.
It was really play it up.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, mate. I said mate a lot. I barely say mate. No one in Australia really says mate. But I said it a lot. Well, that's Australia. If you want to come visit us.
Yeah, Australia.
Get Australia, mate. We've got Australia Day coming up.
Yes, we do.
It's on the 26th.
Yep.
It's like our Independence Day or whatever.
Pretty much, yeah. No, minus the fireworks.
Yeah, it's too hot to have fireworks.
Yeah.
And sets shit on fire.
Yeah. Total fire
It would.
bands.
Oh, man.
That's
That's cool. Yeah, I'd play Far Cry if it was in Australia. I'd play Far Cry. I'm playing Far Cry now.
Yeah, I think I only played I think I've only ever played Blood Dragon.
Actually,
I
I've got
only
to
played
send you.
5 minutes of
I've got
that.
to send you the golden key so we can play multiplayer.
Yeah,
together.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, so we can play that for free. I think I got 10 keys, so I'll send you all 10 of them. 'Cause I think we get
Sweet.
2 hours each or something like that.
What else? There's a man building, which is... I thought it had already been done before, but there's a man building the Simpson house in Russia.
Really? I assume
Yeah.
that had already been built.
It says, how much do you love... I thought I'd seen photos of one that was already built. Maybe that was just the interior.
Maybe.
How much do you love The Simpsons? Not as much... Or maybe it was just like someone put up a wall at the front of their house to make it look like the front of The Simpsons house. But I think this guy's actually legit doing it like one for one.
There's no actual official floor plan of The Simpsons house.
No, because you can kind of piece it together through the different episodes, but there's no... Yeah.
I watched a Sims video where they make the Simpsons house, and he goes through, he's like, watched all the episodes, like, now this area is not used, like, it's a blank space hidden in places, so he's like, I've got to try and figure out to move things.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it doesn't all fit together perfectly.
Yeah, the way that they show it in episodes isn't how you see it if you're like looking from the top view at it.
You've got a basic gist of how the Simpsons house works, but it's... Yeah.
It's going to be a 200 square meter, 4-bedroom yellow house. Was built by Kaufman and Broadhome Construction in the town of Henderson, Nevada, for a cost of $120,000. Wait, so that... Oh yeah, that was the dude that built it back in '97.
Okay. In Nevada.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm looking at the pictures now. It looks super weird. Like, I don't know. It doesn't look that good, to be honest.
Yeah, it would.
But that was in '97.
The graphics on Paint have gotten a lot better since then.
This is This is supposed to cost 5 million rubles, which is about 90,000 Australian.
Fucking hell! Like they can build a Simpsons house for cheaper than we can buy a 2-bedroom house in Australia. That's fucked up.
And they've got all the land in the world.
That irritates me. Would you ever build a house like if you had the money? Would you build some kind of cool house like that for you to live in?
Yeah, I just don't know what.
I wouldn't. The only thing I would have is a hidden bookshelf and then a bat cave. And my bat cave would be my man cave.
Have you seen like Penn Jillette's house? I'm pretty sure. I think he's still got it, but yeah, he's cause like into magic and all that. He's got like secret.
Who's Penn Jillette?
Penn and Teller. You know the like comedy magicians. One speaks, he's kind of tall and chubby. The other one doesn't say a damn thing.
No, I've got no idea what the hell you're talking about. I know David Blaine.
You know nothing.
And Chris Angel, he's a mind freak.
You need to educate yourself.
Oh,
But yeah, he had a really cool house with all that kind of stuff in it.
Simpsons house.
Simpsons. Best show ever, hands down.
Pretty good.
What else? The Halo 5 Guardians beta, which I still have not played any of because I just couldn't give a shit, really. is at 60 frames per second and 720 resolution.
Ooh.
I know, let the outrage begin.
Ooh.
They say for the beta at this point, we're totally focused on gameplay.
Yeah, I got that.
Wouldn't you try and want to stress test your gameplay at the highest resolution?
It would make more sense.
It would make a lot more sense.
But that's also on the same line, like, fucking Uncharted is they're looking to get it at 60, then they can do it. They've said we can do it,
Yeah.
but it looks a little weird, like, because it's more fast paced and stuff like that. It can jar you. So they said we're probably going to be at 30, but it can be done at 60. But if it sacrifices people's enjoyment of the game, we're just going to lock it at 30.
Yeah, but the thing about that is that was just a demo, not a beta.
Yeah.
So they're quite within their own rights to do whatever the fuck they want.
I don't know. Whatever.
Halo is Halo. I don't really need to play the beta to get excited for the multiplayer for Halo 5.
Yeah, the excitement's passed for the beta for me. Like, I was going to play it, and then I realised I didn't have gold. And I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm not going to buy gold just so I can play the beta.
Like,
I haven't played my Xbox in a while, actually.
If it comes down to it, I'll just watch some videos before I play it, so I'm not completely in the dark, but I'm pretty good when it comes to shooters, so I think I'll be fine.
Yeah.
The US International Space Station. There was like an ammonia leak or something up there, and they had to like evacuate.
Really?
Yeah, to like to one side of it.
Oh,
and it was on the American side.
So the ammonia was on the American side.
Yeah, a possible leak in the cooling system on the International Space Station has resulted in an evacuation of the US crew from the American segment of the space station to the Russian segment.
The Russians would have been ripping them off as well.
The US astronauts are safe. The Russian Federal Space Agency earlier reported that there was a leak in the cooling system, but NASA described the relocation as a precautionary move following an alarm. A leak has not been confirmed, NASA said.
Wow.
This is on myfox8.com. It says, it responded to increased pressure in the station's cooling loop. Ammonia, and it has like a tweet from whoever Chris Hadfield is. It says, ammonia is an excellent coolant, but it is poisonous to breathe. First indication of a leak through is internal pressure rise. NASA's checking. Now, fucking as if space isn't fucking scary enough.
Got to worry about ammonia now.
And you've got nowhere to go.
Yeah, they can't just go, oh shit, we'll just go over to the next. There's nothing else up there.
No.
They're fucked if they
can't just go for a walk outside.
And if say they were all to die, they'd have to send another team up there to get their bodies and try and fix the problem. And who knows, that could just fuck up all space travel for the next 10 years or something. Like,
super scary. Like I said, with water, space is not our domain.
Nope. So when weird space monsters come and get you, you don't try and kill them all.
That's their place. Yourself.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah, we'll just send Will Smith up there.
Yeah.
And Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
With an old Mac.
Oh, apparently he's going to be in the new one. Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, well, good. I like
Will Smith's not, though.
Good. And then sort of something in super bizarre news. A Chinese man was brought out of a coma via the smell of money. Yeah.
It reminds me of like a Scrooge McDuck thing, like when he's asleep and they try to wake him up with money.
Yeah, they try like telling him how much they love him and all that kind of getting mad at him, and then someone will open up their wallet and he'll shoot up.
Like Mr. Krabs.
A Chinese man who was in a coma for more than a year suddenly woke up when nurses waved some cash under his nose.
Like, why would they even do that? Where the nurse is like, look what I got, you can't play. It's probably his money. They stole it from his wallet.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, yes, I got your money. You can't do anything
the way
about
of putting it in their wallet, it like brushed past his nose.
Yeah.
One sniff of 100 yarn, I don't know how to, it's Y-U-A-N.
Urine.
Oh, that's yen. I think that's how they say yen. This is a learning podcast.
Yeah,
right?
we learn.
One sniff from a 100 yen bill is worth, which is worth $19 in Australia, was all it took to bring back, this is going to be, Shenzhen resident Xiao Li as he lay unconscious in his hospital bed. It was extraordinary, said Chief Medic Dr. Lu Tang.
It's like Liu Kang.
I've never seen anything like it in 20 years as a doctor.
I would imagine. Do you reckon all hospitals now over in...
Yeah, it's probably going to be their go-to move.
Yeah, they're like waving money at coma
Quick,
patients.
someone go to the bank. I need some crisp dollar bills. Actually, reading on, he goes, we found that a crisp new $100 yen note crumpled under his nose worked best.
Do you reckon...
Says memories, before that he said, memories of smell and sound can be very powerful stimulants, which,
It's true.
especially smell. There's a lot of things that come back to me when I smell certain things. But yeah, that's weird that it was a crisp new one.
That's insane.
I wonder what kind of sad life that dude led. Like he'd whenever he get his money, just start huffing it.
Smelling it.
Yes,
Don't get me, I had a $100 note I got it for Christmas. I've cracked it though. Spent it. But I was smelling it. For some reason.
Crack the greenback.
Yeah, never had one before. It was awesome.
But yeah, that is pretty fucking funny.
That's insane.
The human body. It's a weird
It's
and
probably got
wonderful
something to do with
thing.
the chemicals that they use for the yen or something like that, and it just that's cool.
I wonder how many times. Well, they said that we found that a crisp new $100 yen note crumpled under his nose worked best.
So they were trying other stuff.
Yeah. So how did they try? Like, gave him a $100 yen suppository? Nah, it's not working. Wave it under his nose.
They had it flat out. Didn't work.
Yeah.
Let's crumble it a bit.
What about a crane? Wait, is that racist?
Because of origami.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh.
Be racist.
No, you don't say yes to racist. But yeah, just the wording is just really funny.
That's really cool. If I ever get in a coma, wave a $100 note under my nose.
If I ever get a coma, and the $100 note's not bringing me out of it.
I'll wave the new Batman game under your nose. That'll work out.
Yeah, you're in the right area. So yeah, science.
That's not even science, man. That's just...
It's science.
It's so not science. I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's totally science.
It's great, is what it is.
Now a big thing that might throw a spanner in the works later this year is the leap second. There's an extra second getting added to June 30th.
For leap year stuff.
No, because every so often... I'll read the story here. You can check it out on myfox8.com. Last week, the International Earth Rotation and Reference System Service, that exists, declared that we're all living about a second ahead of where we should be. The Earth's rotation has slowed, and we'll need an extra second for the planet to catch up. The IERS announced that the leap second will take place on June 30th. The problem is that the computer software controlling much of the web doesn't play nicely with leap seconds. The previous leap second, which took place in 2012, brought down Reddit, Yelp, LinkedIn, Foursquare, Gawker, StumbleUpon, and amongst other sites and apps.
You know what that means? Y2K was a very high possibility.
Yeah, they just chose it at the wrong time. Or thought it would happen at the wrong time.
That's insane.
Qantas's entire computer system went down for hours, forcing employees to check in passages by hand. The code for most web apps is based in Unix. Software that traces its routes to 1970, 2 years before leap seconds ever existed. Computers check in from time to time with the IERS network to make sure that they're telling the time correctly. Like wristwatches, they have to be rewound every now and then. So your computer and whatever, your phones are constantly checking this the
interwebs.
clock. Yeah. The leap seconds happen, IERS tells computers that the last minute of that day will have 61 seconds. That makes Unix-based software go haywire, apparently. The good news is that there's a solution. Google has developed what it's called one of its coolest workarounds after a 2005 leap second made some of its computer systems to stop accepting new commands. To avoid the leap second issue, Google gradually adds a couple of milliseconds to its service's clock throughout the day when a leap second is to occur. Just enough to stave off any disaster by the end of the day, but not enough to trip any alarm bells when the adjustments are made. So it's kind of like Office Space, where they're stealing pennies off the dollar And
You know what? I don't think they should try and fix around it. Because, say the machines rise up, we have a way to stop them. We just change a leap second. Done. But now we're going to work around. They're going to fix that. Now the machines are going to win.
They're going to learn and they're going to implement them themselves.
Judgment Day is happening. We can stop
Skynet.
it. Whatever. We're going to fix it because our computers go crazy when we add a second. We'll take a second away.
When Reddit went down for around an hour on July 1st, 2012, the site tweeted, you ever wish you had an extra second or two? This is not one of those times. So there,
That's weird.
That is pretty damn weird, although it could turn out like to be Y2K and just be nothing.
Yeah.
But it brought down sites, like
sites,
really popular sites before. So it could be scary. If you're in the market to buy a new laptop or computer, probably best wait for the second half of the year.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh, and I think we'll close out on one last story. There is a website which is offering revenge in the form of glitter. There is a website called shipyourенemiesglitter.com.
This is probably going to be the greatest idea I've ever heard.
Where you can... The website promises one letter, endless frustration for the recipient, and anonymity for the sender, all for just $9.99.
So you're going to send them a thing of glitter. Like how our auntie, when she sends like Christmas cards and shit like that, she puts little hearts in them. So when you open them,
little cherubs playing horns or something.
Oh, they scatter everywhere. So that's what that is.
It says, the website says, we really dislike glitter. It's in our clothes, hair, under the sofa, and however many times you ever vacuum the carpet, there's still glitter left. Now you can spread this wonderful experience to a person you dislike. It may be your neighbour, your boss, or that idiot next door who can't keep his TV sound down. We will send it in an envelope together with a note describing how much their life is going to suck. The glitter will be hidden within the note, guaranteeing maximum spread as the victim opens to read it. That is fucking hilarious.
I want to do this.
I so want to do that as well.
I kind of want to do it to Toto, just so I can like, here, have some glitter, because you keep giving us little hearts.
That is amazing.
That's so cool. Like, people would do that. Like, they're going to make money from that, from sending glitter to people.
Depends on how many people are aware of the actual service, but yeah, I think as long as
now that we've talked about it, it's going to blow up.
We want shares in sendyourenemiesglitter.com.
Yeah. Thanks to us, you're going to get maybe one person.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Not including... Oh, yeah, that's including us.
That's me. I'm that person.
Yeah. He sends it to me. But yeah, I think that is an awesome way to just fuck somebody's day up in a like pretty original kind of way. Because you see, like you've seen those people on like red carpets, they're like glitter bomb people.
Yeah.
Like people that wear fur or and,
do all that shit.
Yeah, mostly like PETA.
Yeah.
With their whole like blood paint chucking thing, like they're so cool. But to open it up in your house, not just like have it chucked on you. This is going to be all throughout your house.
That's awesome. That's a good story to end our news segment on.
I think it's a beautiful world we live in.
Yes, send glitter to people.
Only 10. Oh, I wonder if that includes like the shipping. If it's just 10.
Was that American too?
Very well could be.
So it's like $15 for us.
Yeah. That's still
good.
It's still worth it.
I would still do it.
All right. So, and quickly, what have you been playing this week? Reading, watching?
I have been playing H1Z1,
the
new zombie game.
You've actually uploaded some videos on your channel, so go check them out.
Yeah, Dayne182, check it out. Or not, whatever.
Whatever.
H1Z1, Sony Online Entertainment's version of DayZ. It's on early access.
Copping a lot of shit at the moment.
Yep.
For the pay to win.
Pay to win. They originally said that it wasn't going to be guns and stuff in the drops that you pay for. It's just going to be like cosmetic items. That's changed. You get guns. Mind you, it's not just you get the gun, because in the server, a helicopter or whatever comes on, nearly everyone can see it. They hear it.
Yeah.
A big flashing light. it goes down into a certain area, and everyone can, whoever gets to it first, gets that
Yeah,
item.
so you could pay for something and you're not even guaranteed to get it.
I
'Cause
like
not only
that.
are other people like aware of it when it comes in, but it also alerts like the zombies, right?
Apparently zombies come down with it as well.
Holy shit!
And there's a lot of zombies. Like in DayZ, there's not very many.
Yeah, they're kind of few and far between.
When I was playing, I went into it was a little motel, like a little motel on the side of the road.
Yep.
Shit ton of zombies in there. So I kind of had to like run in there and try and duck into a house and try and hide and stuff like that. It's not optimized well though, the game. My new laptop, brand new, got it a month ago, a little over a month ago.
Yeah.
I have to play it on very low settings, otherwise the frame rate just shoots
that was like the standalone for DayZ when it came out. That was not optimized at all.
It just did, apparently that's a known problem though.
Yeah,
they were saying,
well,
and
that was even late to launch because they were trying to fix that kind of stuff.
And they just released a update for it. I just used your internet to download it then.
Oh, nice.
On my Steam.
Sweet.
But yeah, I'm doing a playthrough of it. For the first week that it's coming out, I'm going to do a daily video, and then I'll probably do one maybe every 2 days.
Yep.
And yeah, just a playthrough. Right now, I'm just learning it. I've played about a little over an hour. Of it.
It's all trial and error at this point.
I don't know. It's good. It's fun.
That was supposed to be coming. Was that coming to console?
Yeah, it's coming to PlayStation 4.
Yeah. I think I might. Well, I'll watch your videos and then. Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend buying it just yet. Don't.
No.
It's going to be free. It will be free to play when it actually fully releases.
Oh, okay.
But early access. Pardon me. It cost me $30. Australian. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
And I like those type of games. So
Yeah.
I went and bought it, got it, downloaded it, did all that, and started playing it. No, it's good. It's not bad. I wouldn't recommend buying it just yet.
Yeah.
If you want to play
$30 just burning a hole in your pocket, then by all means.
They do need to change that whole drop thing, but because it drops guns, and whoever gets guns
Does
wins.
it drop it relatively close to you?
I don't.
Can you choose where it gets dropped?
Probably not. I think it is supposed to be relatively close to you. I don't think it's right next to you like a care package in COD.
Yeah.
I think it's in a certain vicinity of your character.
Yeah.
And
because it'd be good if you could. What do you make bases in that?
You can.
I think it would be good if you could just get it to airdrop into your base vicinity instead of.
It's a really good system. I haven't done it, but you have to get scrap metal. You check out the scrap metal, and then you can make like hinges, and then you get wood and do all that, and you actually join them up, and you move them around the world.
Oh,
and
so
you just place.
Kind of like Sims as well.
Yeah, kind of like that. Where you get the wall, it shines up, it's all green, and then when you can put it onto a plate, you press it, and it like kind of puts it on. And you can make proper bases and
I'm gonna have to watch some of your videos then.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet though. I think I went to a player. I think a player made a base, and I went in there. And the zombie was in there. I didn't see any player.
Voice chat.
Where's my return key? What's the return key on my laptop?
I see an Cotoral.
So I don't know. We'll do this when we get
under
on.
the caps lock, wouldn't it? It's like
That's shift.
shift return, same thing.
I don't know. It doesn't work because the return key is the voice talk, but I don't know where my return key is on my computer.
Remap it.
I tried. You can't do it.
Oh, son of a bitch!
They probably maybe fixed it, but yeah. So I can't actually talk to people. I saw one person. It's like, "Hey, how are you?" I was like,
and you
couldn't talk to him, but he had nothing, and I was hiding up there, so I was just kind of standing there. The music changes as well.
Atmospherical.
Yeah, like I don't know if it was just happened to change when I saw that person, or if it changes when you do run into it. So it's really scary, actually. I was like, "Ooh, that's."
Is it more
cool.
set in night, or there's daytime to it as well?
Yeah, there is daytime and nighttime, but it's not 24-hour persistent like DayZ. I think I don't know what the actual time frame is, but I've been mostly playing at night, and it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
it's too dark. And
I hated the nighttime servers on DayZ.
I had a flare and I used it and I wasted it because I don't think you can carry them with you. I just put it on the floor in a toilet. Oh shit! So yeah, I know. It's all right. Check out my videos if you want to watch it.
Sweet. And I've just been playing Destiny as usual. That's pretty much it for me. Not much of an update on my end.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we both have watched Justice League: Throne of Atlantis.
Yes, we did both watch that.
We did. If we want to do a little review on that.
Yeah, we might as well while we're here.
Yeah. Well,
now, this is basically kind of showing. It's like a crash course in the origin, or not origin, in the beginning of Aquaman. I guess you could say,
based on the new 52 comics. It's a DC animated movie. Follows the Justice League animated movie that they did and Flashpoint.
Yeah, where there's where they've worked together, but there's still not an actual Justice League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's what did you think of it?
I actually liked it. I like Batman in it. Well, I like Batman in anything, but he's just a badass.
He is good in it.
Um,
Who plays Batman? Jason O'Mara. I think he played it in the Justice League cartoon animated.
all right, yeah.
The animated movie that they had before. I think he's going to be the new 52 Batman for
Yeah, he was good.
those days. So yeah, he's good. He's a good Batman voice.
And that was Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
He's played Nathan. He's played Nathan Fillion. He's played Green Lantern a few times in the animated. I think he should be Hal Jordan. In the movie.
I like him as his voice suits the whole character.
It really does.
But yeah, I liked it. I thought they could have had a bit more in it. Towards the end, it kind of fell off a little bit. And at the end, spoiler, he's standing there with that Aquaman's standing there with that chick, and everything's all back to normal. And then he just and it's like he was thinking, I've got to kiss someone. And he just grabs her and starts making out. It kind of seemed a little bit
Mera. It's his wife.
That seemed a little rapey, but it was funny.
He's got massive sideburns too. A lot of Atlanteans did. They had sideburns.
They kind of look. Are they supposed to look like a tentacle?
I don't think so. It's just hair. I don't know. It was good. Basically, the story is the Justice League are formed. They're formed, but they're not together. They don't work together very much. And there's some nuclear missiles or something went missing from a submarine.
Yep.
And the Justice League are tasked to find it. And whilst that's going on in Atlantis, there's a coup to overthrow the throne. And the guy who wants to do it, Ocean Master, that's his name. He doesn't actually say his villain name in the movie. His villain name's Ocean Master. His half-brother, Arthur Curry, Aquaman.
Yep.
Doesn't know he's Aquaman. He's born on the surface.
He's on the land.
Yeah. And then it's just him coming to terms with who he is and to take over the throne.
Yeah, it's a good crash course in getting up to speed with Aquaman. Not many people.
Most people think he's a joke.
Him. Yeah, I actually like Aquaman, especially in this when he's summoning all these animal friends.
Yeah, that's why people always go, Aquaman, I can talk to animals. Well, what did you do to Black Manta with a giant shark?
Yeah, that was pretty brutal. And people forget about how strong he is because he lives underwater.
Their
under
body
all that
has to
pressure.
be
He's, stress training like a motherfucker.
The way I would say that's is Goku and Vegeta training in intense gravity to make their bodies faster. And so when they get onto normal Earth, they're faster because they're used to their bodies being more intense. So that's what
all that
Aquaman's
drag of the water.
So Aquaman and the Atlanteans' physiology is designed to be exposed to intense pressure of the ocean depths. So their skin's harder, they're stronger, they're faster. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it too. It was I didn't even know it was coming out. I got a link sent to me and passed it on to Dane, and it was really enjoyable.
Yeah.
I really like the DC movies, animated ones that they're coming out with
They're
lately.
really good with
They're
the
really
animated
been on point.
movies. There's been a couple of misses, but generally they're perfect.
Yeah. And they also Cyborg gets a bit of a limelight in this, which is good. They're kind of touching on the more of the not forgotten because you know that they're there, but the ones that you they're not the usual suspects.
Yeah. Well, because in the old continuity, Cyborg was a member of Teen Titans.
Yeah.
You probably know him most from the Teen Titans cartoon. That's where a lot of people got introduced to him.
Yeah.
But now, when they rebooted the comics, he is a founding member of the Justice League.
Yeah.
Watch the Justice League animated movie. It's basically the same, except Aquaman was in that Justice League comic. He was there instead of Shazam.
And Shazam's in this as well.
And Shazam's in this, and now Aquaman's in it.
Yeah.
So they changed it around from the comics, and that kind of stuff. But yeah, so they made Cyborg a central character, mostly because they needed a black character. They could have used Jon Stewart Green Lantern, which what a lot of people are most familiar around our.
No, but I like Black Cyborg.
Yeah, Cyborg's good. He's really good.
I don't know why, but it makes sense.
It does. They need a proper tech person.
Yeah.
He's the tech person. Batman's usually the tech person, but he's not. He's a detective Batman.
So yeah, that's pretty much what we've been watching.
Yeah.
Go and check that out. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, it's really good. I would definitely.
It doesn't go for too long either. So
it's like an hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half.
And also, I watched Birdman, which I don't want to go too much into. I really enjoyed it though, and kind of an elevator pitch for it is a 2-hour long episode of Louis mixed with a bit of Fight Club.
Oh, okay.
Now, if anyone has seen it, I hope that stands true. You can tell me how wrong I am in comments. But yeah, so anyone that hasn't seen it probably sounds just super weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. It's really
That's good.
Okay, well, I think that pretty much sums everything up for this week.
Yeah.
Remember, you can check us out on iTunes.
Yep.
And YouTube.
Yep.
2 separate things, not like last week.
YouTunes.
Where
Not
I
YouTunes.
created a new company called YouTunes. And you can tweet us any topics or any comments or thoughts you have about any of the episodes at DisconnectedPod, all one word, on Twitter.
Yes.
You can also, that's probably the best way. You can find out all our other links from there.
You can look at us on Facebook as well.